Now, for this drawing, I wanted to make some sort of helmets, maybe space helmets or cyberpunk astronaut helmets, and combining jetpacks and mechanical details to the back of the helmet. And so that's what this first page is, but it didn't turn out that good. And so I moved on. I went to the next page, and so the second page turned out a little bit better because I sketched out. The first page, I did not do anything. I just put the ink down, and sometimes it turns out good. Usually it turns out good, but for some reason, the first page wasn't what I expected, and so I moved on. Like usual, you've got to fail at a few drawings and then move forward. And so the second page, I kind of liked it. The perspective is a little bit better, and it's not all two-dimensional. And so I liked that. I added a little bit of color to the second page, and so it turned out okay. I used markers. I was going to use some colored pencils, but I'll save those for another day. And then the second page, it was good, but I wanted to make a couple more helmets, experiment, try to get some different shapes going. And so I made smaller helmets because instead of and usually I fill one page with a big helmet, and what I've realized is that I can get a lot more ideas out, get a lot more done when I make smaller helmets on the page. So that's what I did. I think I can fit about 6 or 8 on one page. If I could make them smaller and just make like 100 little helmets, 100 little heads and helmets and space suits on one page, but that's a lot of detail. I'm going to stick with maybe 8 or maybe 10 helmets on a single page. I used some markers on that page as well, so I had fun with all of them, but some of them are good, some of them not so much. Right now, I'm sort of getting back into drawing faces and heads because I've been drawing a lot of spaceships, which are rectangular, geometric looking, and although a lot of heads and faces do have rectangular, very sharp edges to them, like jaws and noses to the face, which can be helpful, but I need to really study the perspective, get all of that right, and then move on from there, maybe draw more of the body. I don't draw the human body. I haven't really done that. I usually just draw clothes, kind of, and not normal clothes. I draw sort of cloaks or robes over the body because it's easy, and you don't have to go through all of the drawing the wrinkles and the patterns in clothing. So it's a lot easier to draw robes for me, and it also kind of fits in with the futuristic look, futuristic clothing that I want to make. After these helmets are finished, and I kind of have a basic idea of what I want these to look like, I'll stick with maybe 10, 11, 12 of them, and move on to drawing futuristic clothing. I think that's interesting. There's a lot of possibilities with maybe lettering designs. I can use number shapes, combine them all together. Use neon colors to make some unique clothing. There's a lot of different things that I could do with that. So that's what I'll work on after these helmets. And I'll probably I do have another sketchbook that I can take all the drawings I like from this red sketchbook here that I'm using, and then I'll go into maybe another yellow sketchbook that I have, and put the finished product, the finished ideas into there, and make a sort of manuscript and an encyclopedia of these concepts and ideas. And so that's what I'm working on with that. And so the next video I will probably be more character design, clothing design. I'll focus more on making robes with kind of strings and ribbons, kind of flowy. I want to make the suits and the dresses kind of more dresses, not really pants and shirts, kind of flowy like that. And so it should turn out okay. I don't know. That's just what I've been drawing. I'm having fun with it, and that's why I like doing this. I like drawing, making videos, and all this. So if you have any ideas, maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. That's all I had to say, and goodbye.